In this video, we'll see the condition of consumer equilibrium in the single good case that we discussed in the previous lecture, but we'll just change the way in which we wrote the condition for the consumer equilibrium, and we'll take the same example. So you can refer to the previous video. I'll put the link below in the description box. So the condition of consumer equilibrium that we looked at in the last lecture was that marginal utility of good in terms of money is equal to the price of the product. Now when you wanted to convert the marginal utility of product, say commodity X, in terms of money, you use this formula to convert it, that is the marginal utility of product divided by marginal utility of money. And according to consumer equilibrium, marginal utility of the product divided by marginal utility of money is equal to the price of the commodity. Now when you rearrange it, that is you move MUM here and you move PX here. So what do you get? You get marginal utility of commodity X divided by the price of commodity X is equal to the marginal utility of money. Now marginal utility of the money is what we discussed in the last lecture. It was the extra utility when an additional rupee is spent on other available goods that are available in the economy. Marginal utility of commodity X is the additional utils that you derived from the consumption of an additional unit of the commodity, and PX is the price of commodity X. So basically what you're doing is you're dividing the marginal utility that you get from the commodity by the price of the commodity and equating it to the marginal utility of money. When this condition holds, you say that the consumer has attained equilibrium. Now we take the previous example where we said that the price of the oranges is equal to 1. We want to find how many units of consumption of orange should the consumer do in order to attain equilibrium, and we said that the marginal utility of money is equal to 2. So I've written marginal utility of money here. It is the same example with the same marginal utility. This is 10.85.210. Then what you've done is you've created this column for MUX upon PX. MUX upon PX is again 10.8521. Why is that? Because the price of commodity X, that is oranges, is equal to 1. Now when you want to compare MUX by PX is equal to MUX, you see that the margin that the consumer equilibrium will be attained at commodity 4. Why? Because here is the case where the marginal utility of money is equal to marginal utility of X divided by PX. Marginal utility, the consumer equilibrium in the previous lecture was also attained where the consumption was 4th unit. So it is very clear from this thing that whether you use this formula, that is marginal utility in terms of money of the product in terms of money equal to the price of the commodity, or you use this formula where MUX is equal to MUX upon PX is equal to MUM, you will get the same answer when you want to find what the consumer equilibrium is. So using any of these conditions, you find what the consumer equilibrium is. In the next lecture, we will cover consumer equilibrium using the utility approach in the case of 2 or more products.